early in the morning, around about 7:53. 7:53 in the AM. What's up, y'all? Peace. Oh shit, can y'all see me? What's going on, y'all? Yeah. Let's do a little something, man. See if we can do some early morning stuff. Let's see what's in the sky. Oh shit, y'all don't see nothing, do you? Y'all don't know what y'all looking at, do you? Y'all know what y'all looking at? A lot of people don't like to. They don't like to see through the little film, and then capture the prints that the clouds push out. You see what I'm saying? So if the clouds are pushing out prints, there's something above the clouds putting the prints there. You see? Or it could be the molecules. You see? Yeah. Could be the molecules. And your mind. You see? And your mind. All of it works together. You see? All of it works together. Oftentimes when people see you doing this and they don't know what you're doing, the first thing they do is say something is wrong with you or you crazy because you got your camera pointed up to the sky and they don't see nothing. You see, so you're crazy, but they won't ask what you see. You see, because people don't know how to look up. They don't know how to read up. You see, they don't know how to read things. You see, they'll say it's poison. Okay, it's poison. I don't care if it's a big curtain of marijuana smoke above your head. What's making the prints inside of the marijuana smoke? Can you read the prints? You see, this coming from above. You see, the clouds. Can you read? That's what we're talking about. Can you read the prints that's coming from above your head? You see, and most people can't. They can't do that. You see, they can't do that. They don't want to do that. They don't have time to do that because they're too goddamn busy in the world. You see, that's what I've been saying. That's what we've been saying. You know, you're too busy in the world, so there's a whole lot of things out here in nature that you're not going to bear witness to. You're not going to see. You see, you're not going to see certain things out here. You see, because see, you want something that the television gave you. You see, you want something that the television gave you, and oftentimes when people see you doing this, they think you're looking for Jesus. I mean, they literally use that word. You know, well, some people do. You know, some people have developed into a higher so-called consciousness, whatever that shit is, out here in this belly. They woke up to a higher consciousness, so therefore, you know, they'll say there's nothing in the sky coming to save you. They'll say all this type of shit. You know, people really hate life. They do. They hate life. They don't like life. You know what I'm saying? They don't like life. You know what I'm saying? They just hate life. Anything that mother created, you know what I'm saying, or the source created, they don't like it. And they'll literally tell you there's nothing outside of you that will teach you. You see, not even the breath, the air that you breathe. You see, not even the sun above your head. You see, no, they just won't pick it up. They don't want it. You know, there's nothing outside. But see, listen, you don't pay attention to a lot of these people. Listen to what they say and just smile at them because they haven't done the work. You see, they're regurgitating. You see, they haven't done the work. They're regurgitating off of other people who can't see, other people who can't feel, other people who don't know they have more than 5 senses. You see, and don't know how to activate the other 160. You understand what I'm saying? They don't know how to do these things. Now, they read books. They in cliques. You see, they in these cults. You see, they in all these little things, you know. But none of them know how to read nature. You see, none of them know how to read nature properly. You see, properly. You know, they don't know how to connect their mind to the higher mind. You see, they don't know how to connect their body to the God body. You understand what I'm saying? You see, they don't know how to connect their mind to the God mind. You see, but they can read and they can articulate it beautifully from what they read. And shit, make you a believer. Make you a believer. Shit, you be donating all your goddamn rent money, mortgage money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, to these people who don't know how to read nature. You understand what I'm saying? But you know. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's all, man. All this stuff, man. All this stuff takes skill. It takes time. It takes skill. You see, it takes understanding. You know, it takes time, takes skill, takes understanding. You know what I'm saying? The way I'm reading these clouds is the same way I read dirt. It's the same way you can just throw something on, throw some mud on a white canvas, and you can read it or capture something from that. You know, listen, it's all called pareidolia. You see, you have to understand the art of pareidolia. I hate the word because people put a definition to it, you see. And for a long time, man, they always used to say that this is some type of psychosis. You know what I'm saying? Some type of mental disease that people have. No, this is not a mental disease. This is what children have and children see when they're young. You understand what I'm saying? You see, you got to go back to the child, but see, people don't understand what that means. You know, to come as a child. You see, you got to come to nature like a child so nature can talk to you and read to you and show you things. You understand what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people don't want to know. They don't want to understand. You see, because they're grown folk. You know, say they grown folk. You know, these are the same people that say, you know, life is too short. You see what I'm saying? Life is too short. You know, get that shit now. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow is not promised to anyone. This is what they say to you. Tomorrow is not promised to anyone. Just imagine people saying that. They, you know, tomorrow is not promised to anyone. How would they know? How would they know? How would the living know tomorrow is not promised? Now, it may not have been promised to your neighbor because they passed away last week, right? Okay. See, it may not be, now you can say that to them, you see, but what they have to do with you? You see, tomorrow wasn't promised to them, to that individual at that particular time. You see what I'm saying? Their time was up, you see? So, but if you believe that, I guess your time will be up probably, you know, a week from that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, listen. I don't know. People love death. They love regurgitations. They love all this type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just wish people stop eating this goddamn pork out here. You know, you know, these pork are filled with all this trick shit. Just what they call it? What the scholars call it? The trick 9 and shit that's in the motherfucking pigs. Or what's that shit called? You know, I forgot. I don't know if it's called trick 9 or something else, something like that. You know what I'm saying? And these little worms and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, man. Look. Look. It's not hard. None of this shit is difficult, and it's not hard. You know, everybody is trying to get this scholarly mind so they can make some motherfucking money, so they can go around and make it seem like they scholarly and shit like that, so people can come to them. You see, but none of these motherfuckers out here doing shit. They all on social media gossiping and shit. You know, the gossip columnists. You know what you call it? Gossip column. That's what they are, man. That's what they are. They love the gossip. You know what I'm saying? Shit, the same thing these motherfuckers be doing on these social media things, the same thing Wendy Williams be doing and shit. The same thing, who else? Donahue and all these other motherfuckers used to do. Montel Williams. You know, that's what these people are. That's what they are. Oprah Winfrey's and shit. That's what they are, man. That's what they are. You see? Got the money, but none of the motherfuckers help the communities. None of the motherfuckers actually lift you up into a secure, permanent realm. You see, no one. And how could they? That's the thing about how could they? You see? Listen, man, listen. I don't know. Just learn, in this day and time, learn how to read the fuck up. You know, just learn how to read up and stop reading down on the goddamn time. Start trying to learn how to read nature and shit. So you can walk and you can talk to these giants and shit about this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? People don't, look, you can do that. Look, people next to you or whomever you love out this motherfucker, they ain't gonna know who you talking to. Look, I'm trying to tell you something. They're not gonna know who you're talking to. They don't look. There's nothing in them. Look, they're gonna say all type of crazy shit. They're supposed to. And and you can do it anywhere you want to. You know what I'm saying? You can talk to these giants anywhere you want to because people can't see shit. They're not gonna see. You see, they're not gonna see. They're gonna see you. They're gonna see you talking crazy. It sound like you're talking crazy and shit. You know how like people do when they had a little Bluetooth thing in the ear and shit, and they're like they talking to somebody and shit. Well, you can do that shit for real. You can literally talk for real. You can literally see for real if you just adjust your motherfucking eyes. You got so much shit that came down, and only a few motherfuckers are utilizing this power. I was just telling my daughter this, the other day. It's like no one knows what actually came down for them. You have the power to utilize these gifts that came down. You can see some shit. You can just look through trees and see shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can just, if you want to think about somebody, you can see them on a higher motherfucking level. Just look up at a tree and just think of that person and see if your eyes will focus and see if that tree won't give you that person. It's just that simple, you see? Now, I know, people be like, oh, well, that's crazy talk. Okay, that's fine. That's why you can't see, because you got these words that's hemming you up. You know what I'm saying? Got a lock on your motherfucking ass. They didn't seal you up. These words that sealed y'all motherfucking ass up. You see? So you can't move. So you're not free to be you. You see, you're not free to be you. You see? No, who's gonna prove you wrong? Who's gonna prove you wrong? And you can literally teach a motherfucker the shit that you see so they can see it. You know what I'm saying? You can literally teach them because it's right in their face. They just can't see shit. You see? But you can teach them how to see. You see? But a lot of folks, they don't want to know, because if they see this shit, it's gonna fuck them up. It's gonna literally fuck them up. You see what I'm saying? Because they're not taught this shit. You know what I'm saying? They're not taught this shit by their masters or their slave masters. They're not taught these things. You understand what I'm saying? So listen, I don't know. I don't know how people's mind state are. Only thing I know is people don't know how to utilize the gift that came down. They don't know how to utilize it. You see, this stuff up here, you know what I'm saying? That curtain up there, it's it gives you prints every day coming from the hard drive, hitting that motherfucking ether, you see? And it just rolls past any information that's sitting up there in the invisible, you see? It just, whatever's sitting up there, those clouds, they just roll straight through it and give you what's in that motherfucking space, you see? Now, if you're looking in that particular time frame, you might grab it, and, first thing that pop in your head, oh, what the fuck was that? What did I just see? You see what I'm saying? You see? And that's it, and you talk about it for a day. I just saw something in the whoopty-whoop in the clouds and shit, and I don't know what the fuck it was, whatever, you see? Don't say shit to nobody. Just hold that shit in and then do it again. And just keep doing it. And when you keep doing it, you'll see that there is sequences. You see that those spaces, they're spaces, they're in sequences, like little barcodes and shit. You see? And the clouds roll over that shit. You see, the clouds roll over that shit and give you the motherfucking information. And oftentimes the clouds, they'll go into that space and then they'll turn, they'll rotate. You see what I'm saying? They'll rotate because whatever is in that space, you see, it's more in it, and you have to read the wheel. There's a wheel inside of each and every space, and you have to read the motherfucking wheel. You see, and when you read the wheel, you'll see, and then it'll float on. Then it'll float on. I mean, it's like it's mechanical. You see, it's a mechanical understanding. You see, right above your motherfucking head every goddamn day, and people just don't want to touch it. They don't want to reach their minds up. You see, up beyond the curtain. You see. So they can look down and see themselves read it up. You know what I'm saying? See themselves reading up, looking at themselves up there. You see, and while you looking at yourself down here, you see, they don't want to bring the two together. You understand what I'm saying? One. Let me get up out of here. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute. Hold on. Yeah.